This conference will now be recorded.
So I am from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. Okay. Why we have joined here? We are going to learn IBM DataStage ETL tools because of a lot of openings are there in the market. So that's why we are here to learn IBM DataStage ETL tool. Okay. So anyone having idea team? Nandini Software is there in the Bangalore, Marathalli. Okay. So anyone idea why we need to learn this technology in any research someone did it? Can more specific? What is ETL? What is ETL? This is the data stage is the ETL tool, right? Okay. E means extract the data. Extract. T means transform. L means load. Okay. See, we'll read the data from the different types of sources. It may be text file, it may be CSV, it may be Oracle, it may be Teradata. Different databases, we can read it. We'll apply some condition, some logics we can apply, then we will load into the target. So that is ETL. There is a n number of ETL tools are there. So data stage, we have a lot of openings currently having all MNCs like Infosys, HCL, Cognizant, TCS. For every company having openings, guys. That's why if you learn job, if you learn data stage, you can get the job easily. Okay. So now let me directly go to the course content. What we are going to teach in the 30 days. We have two trainers. We have two members, guys. So myself and my trainer Srinath. He's having 15 years of experience in IT industry. Okay, he will teach us very good. Okay, so he will teach real time scenarios. See, so in this year we are going to teach real time scenarios like project explanation, interactive online and offline classes. After each class is done, we are going to provide you recording videos, some real time scenarios, whichever we're going to do in the project level and interview level. So we're going to explain this in real time scenarios, materials. See, this is we have already predefined materials are there, guys. Okay, so we're going to share with materials. Let me show you the some materials. So we have already predefined materials are there. Okay, so along with the source files, we'll give the source code along with some PPTs, Okay, so that is called as the materials, uh, along with some notes. So it's already predefined. We already prepared it. So along with the project explanation, interview questions and answers. Okay, full package we are providing, guys. Mock interviews will conduct, resume preparation, doubts and clarification, interview questions and answers will explain it. Okay, so so let me start this data stage. So this is the course content. This is the course duration is 30 days. 30 days is course. 30 days. So daily 1 hour, morning 7:45 a.m. to 8:45. So the classes from Monday to Friday. Saturdays sometimes we'll conduct the special classes. Saturdays sometimes we'll conduct the special classes. If anyone interested regular classes, this is the number 9538160185. Okay, so now let me start the data stage. So this is the IBM product, guys. So let me log in this IBM designer client. So now let me take some examples and let me explain, guys. So assume that, guys. So ETL, right? Extract the data, right? Assume that I have some source, guys. there is a one text file. In the text file, it is having some data. It is having some data. I want to read this data. So I want to generate the another text file. Okay. So while loading, I want to load particular records. I don't want to load all the records. So how to do that? We'll observe it. Let me open one text file. Let me open one text file. Okay. So I assume that I have one text file. So let me go for the one text file. So this is the srcemp file. It is having some records. How many records, Tim? How many records are there? Can somebody tell me? In this file, how many records are there? Hello, am I audible?
12. 12 records.
12 records.
13. 12.
So first record is a header record, right? First record is a header record. So total 12 records are there. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. See employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. See one column to another column. Something is separator. That separator we can call as a delimiter. Okay, what is the delimiter in this file? Comma, employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. The column separator, field separator is comma. So I have header. So total 12 records are there, including header 13 records. Now my requirement is I want to read this file in data stage. I want to read this file, this text file in IBM DataStage. I want to load into another text file. While loading, I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. Okay. So how many records are there DEPT number 10 in this file, team? How many records are there? So other than the DEPT number 10, I don't want to load it. I want to load only DEPT number 10. DEPT number home. This is the DEPT number record. Whether it will load into the target or not, team? It will load DEPT number. Yes, this record also it will load it. Let me copy these records and let me paste it here. These two records, first two records. So what about this 20, team? It will load or not? I want load only DPT number 10. So this is the 20. My record, my condition is not matching. So that's why it will not load it. So this record also not loaded. So wherever DPT number 10 is there, that record only it will, I can see the output. I can see the output record. Okay. So this is the 20. It will not load it. So I want to load only DPT number 10 records. So 40, I don't want load it. So DPT number 10. Okay, so how many records are I getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 records. Okay, so this there is a one text file. I want to read this text file, via data stage. I want to generate the text file. I want to read the text file. We have to use some stages. We can call it as stages, guys. So I want to read the text file means we have to use sequential file stage. I want to read the text file means we have to use sequential file stage. So I want to generate the text file also we have to use as a sequential file stage. So this is called as a source for reading. That is a loading means that is called as a target. Between I want to apply the logic. What is the logic? DEPT number equal to 10. DEPT number equal to 10. So I want to apply this condition. DEPT number equal to 10 means we have to use, there is a one stage, filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can filter the data. I can write the some condition. I want to write some condition means we have to use this filter stage. So this the stages around 15 to 20 stages is there, guys, in data stage. If you learn 15 to 20, it is enough to get job. So there are more than 30 plus, but in that mainly 10 to 15. Maximum. Most of the interview questions will come from the 10 to 15 stages. If you learn properly, 10 to 15 days is enough to get the job. If you learn properly. Okay, that much easy to learn, easy to understand, easy to get the job with good packages. Okay, let me implement this scenario in data stage. So now, let me go for the data stage. So let me copy this data, right? So let me copy this data. So let me go for the VMware. So let me open the source file. So that is in my local system. I am moving that file into my server. So let me go for the data stage, right? So let me go for that so where we can go data stage or program files, users, any folder, guys. You can place any file, any folder. So I'm created in the one folder, in the documents folder. Okay, so there is a one file, srcmp file I have already created, but data is different, so that's why I'm copying it. Okay, so now I want to read this file, right? So now let me go for the designer. So there is a IBM DataStage designer client. By using the designer client, we will develop the job. So let me go for the file. There is a new parallel job. Let me click the new parallel job, select it. What is parallel job bundle? We'll discuss in the regular classes. Now I want to take the source. I want to take the target. I want to take the transformation component. So let me go for the file section. In the palette, there are the components are there. There are the stages are there. Let me go for the file. So there is a sequential file stage. This one, let me drag into the designer workspace. Let me take the sequential file stage. Let me drag into the source. Now I want to target also text file. Let me select the sequential file stage. Simply drag into the target. Okay. So now I want to apply the transformation, right? Filter. We have to use processing section. There is a filter stage is there. Let me simply drag the filter stage. Let me simply drag the filter stage. First step is, first we need to take the stages. The first step to implement the job, we have to take the stages, proper stages. Now, after taking the stages, I have to give the links between the stages. Let me go for the general link option. Let me give the link option. Let me go for general, select the link, simply drag it. So this is the one method. The easiest one more method. So let me simply delete it. So keep the cursor here. So there is a one radio button is coming. So simply drag it. That is the easiest method. You can follow anyone. Okay. First we need to take the stages. Stages I have taken. Then I have given the links between the stages. Then I have to define the properties. Double click the sequential file stage. Double click the sequential file stage. Now we have to read which file I want to read, team. So where this file is there, this file I want to read it, right? srcmp file. So let me browse that file. Let me browse that file. Let me browse the file. So let me go for the source section. So this is the folder, students document Venkata data stage source. So there is a srcmp file is there. We need to select that srcmp file. I want, there is a multiple files are there. So for this job, my customer is saying that I want to read the srcmp file. That's why I'm selecting the srcmp file. Let me click the OK button. Now, when I coming to what is this option, guys? First line is the column names. So my source is coming column names, yes or no? Can somebody tell me? Is it coming column names, team? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hello. So it is coming column names. First row is a header record. That is called as a column names. If first line is coming column names means we have to make as a true. If my file is contains header, we need to make a true. If my file does not contains header, we need to make as a false. But as per now, my file having header, so that's why I'm making as a true. First, I need to select the file path and file name, which file I want to read it. Then I have to go for the first line is the column names. So if file is having header, so I need to make as a true. If file does not have header, we need to make as a false. Now let me go for the format section. So my delimiter, my delimiter. See, employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. See, column separator, field separator, that we can call as a delimiter. What is the delimiter in this file? What is the delimiter, guys? Comma, right? So that's why. So the delimiter, I have to select the comma. So is there any quotes is coming in this file? Double quotes or single quotes kind of things is coming in this file, team? Is there any double quotes, single quotes is coming? No, it is not coming. So double quotes means like like this kind of things. Is this my file is having anything? No. So that's why. So no quotes are there. Let me make as a none here. There is no quotes. There is no single quotes, double quotes, none. Nothing is coming. So I need to make as a none. Now let me go for the column section. So now I have to define the columns. What are the columns are there? Employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. I have to define it. Okay. So how to do? So we can add manually or else we can directly import it. How to import it? We'll see now. So there is a load button. There is a load button. Let me click the load button. So right click the table definition, right click the table definition. So I'm importing, guys, importing the table definition. So this is the text file or a different file. If it is a text file, we have to go for the sequential file definition. Okay, what I have to do? So right click this. So when you click the load button, so it will open the table definition. Right click the table definition, import the table definition. Right click the table definition and import the table definition. So this is the text file, right? We need to go for the sequential file definition. This is the text file, right? We need to go for the sequential file definition, right? Let me select the sequential file definition. So where the source file is there, that path I have to select here. So I have selected the source path. See, documents, Venkata DataStage source path. Now, so I need to which file I want to structure, I want to import it. That is the srcmp file, right? So let me select that file. Let me click the next import button. Let me click the import button. So now field separator, comma, header. First line is the column is it available? Yes or no, team? Yes or no? This my file contains header or not? Yes, it
Yes,
is
yes.
there. It is there means what I have to do? I need to select the checkbox. Okay, if there is no header, we need to uncheck it. Let me select the header. So let me click the define button. See, it is coming automatically. So first record employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. See, order also is coming perfectly. Employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. Okay, so now it is coming data type, employee number integer, employee name characters. That's in data stage we can call as a varchar. Okay, some length I am giving, automatically it is fetching. So how to do that? Let me do you one more time. So what I have to do first, we need to come to the load button. So let me right click the table definition, import the table definition. We need to click the sequential file definition. Now we have to select the which file I want structure I want imported. That file I have to select it here. So it will display all the files in this folder. So in this folder, what are the files are there? All the files it will display here. So but which file you want to import it, that file you have to select here. So let me click the import button. So my file having header, that's why I'm selecting the header. Let me click the define button. So let me click the OK button. So it is already there. Let me click the yes button. So my file is imported. Let me close that. Now let me expand that. I have already imported. Now I need to select it. So it is the sequential file in the source folder. So there is a srcmp file is there. Metadata is there. Let me select that one. Let me click the OK button. Okay. So this is the importing the table definition. Let me click the OK button. So now let me go for the filter stage. What is the filter condition I want, right, team? What is my condition? DEPT number
DHT number is
10, right? So let me go for the filter stage. Let me go for the write the condition. What is the condition? Let me which column I want to filter it. So DEPT number. Let me copy the DEPT number column. So let me write the where clause DEPT number equal to 10. I want to filter the data. I want to load the data. DEPT number equal to 10 records. Okay. So now let me go for the output section. So this is the left side is called as the input columns. Right side is called as the output columns. In left side is called as a input columns, right side is called as output columns. Let me simply copy the input columns to the output. All the input columns I want to copy it. Select it. Let me delete it. Let me do one more time. So let me select this one, keep the cursor here. I want to copy the input columns from left side to right side. I want to map into the output side, means we need to simply select it and drag it. Now let me click the OK button. Let me double click the sequential file. So where I want to generate it, this is my source file. So I want to generate into different folder, target folder. I want to generate here target demo 25. Some file name I want to generate it. So let me browse the file. Let me go for the target path. So let me give the target underscore demo 25 dot txt. Let me click the OK button. Now, so when you generate the text file, when I want to see the output as a column names, when I see the header first record, I want to see the header record. So that's why what I have to do, I need to make a first line is the column names, I have to make as a true. What I have to do, I need to make as a true. If first line is the header, I have to make as a true. Now let me go for the format section. So suppose if you don't want header, means what I have to do, if you don't want header, when I open the output file, I don't want to see the header record. In that case, we have to make as a false here. If you want to see the header, we have to make as a true. Let me make as a true here. You don't want header, we need to make as a false. Now let me go for the format section. So when I open the output file, one column to another column, I want to see the delimiter is a comma. I don't want to see any codes. What I have to do, I need to make as a none. So let me go for the columns automatically. See, we already mapped right from the filter stage. So that's why what are the filter stage mapped, all the columns, it will come here. Let me click the OK button. Let me save the job. My design is ready. Now let me save the job. File and save, Control S. So let me go for the jobs. Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So let me give some name. Filter stage demo 25. So my job is saved. Now I want to see the data, right? I want to view the data, right? So for that case, we need to check if there is any errors are there. So that's why we need to compile it first. If there is a, see this property, some property I may forget to mention it. So that's why all the properties are correct, given or not. I want to verify it. So that's why we need to compile the job first. All the properties I have mentioned it. So there is no errors. Suppose we are mentioning these properties, right? These properties are correct or not. I want to verify it. I want to display the output, means we need to run the job. So there is a run button here. Let me click the run button. So I have run the job now. My source having 12 records. So my job is running now. See the color also it is changing. See. So my source having 12 records. My target is loading 7 records. So when I open the target file, what are the records I want to see, Tim? DEPT number only 10 records. I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. I don't want to load other records. Okay. So what is the use of sequential file stage? I want to read the text file. I want to read the text file. There is a in this srcmp file, it is having some data. I want to read this file. I want to write the some condition DEPT number equal to 10. I want to load into another file. When I open another file, I want to see only DEPT number 10 records. I don't want to see other records. So for this case, for reading the text file, we have to use the sequential file stage. For filtering, I want to write the some condition means filter stage, I have to use it. So I want to generate the text file means we have to use the same. Whatever the stage I am using here, same stage I am using here, sequential file stage, but that I am using as the output. See, I can view the output here itself. See, there is a view data option is there. This is a very good option in data stage. Instead of opening the output file, so I can view the data here itself. How many records are there? 7 records, right? See, I can view the output here itself. So here also, source, how many records are there? I want to view the data. Right click and view the data. So now my question is, my scenario is, so anyway, it is opening. It will take some time. It will open the data. See, it is the my source data. Okay. So now my scenario is, I'm reading this file. I'm loading the valid records into output. So total 12 records, valid records 7 records. How many invalid records are there, team? What is my condition is not matching? How many records are there, team? Total 12, valid records 7, invalid records. How many records are there? Can somebody tell me, guys?
5.
These 5 records I want to load into another output. I want to generate the another output. Invalid records, I want to generate it into another text file. I want to generate it. That is called as a rejected data. The rejected data I want to generate into another text file with rejected folder. So I want to generate the text file. What is the stage I have to use, Tim? I want to generate the text file means in the file stage, in the file, there is a one stage, sequential file stage I have to use it. So what I have to give, this one, we have to give the link, right? How to give the link? General link. So now see this is the main output is coming, but I want to make a rejected output means simply converted to reject, converted to reject. I have converted into reject. When you make it converted to reject, let me go for the filter stage. So there is an option output reject, output reject. You are taking the rejected output. If you are taking the rejected output, this one output reject I have to make as a true. What I have to do, if you are taking a output as a rejected output, you have to say output reject I have to make as a true. What I have to do, I need to make as a true. Let me click the OK button. See how will I identify which is the rejected output, which is the main output. Can somebody tell me? So how will I identify this one? There is a breaking lines, right? The line is straight line is breaking, right? That is called as a rejected. Where I have to generate the output file, the rejected output file. Let me browse the rejected path and file. So let me create one folder, or else in the temporary folder I will give it. So let me go for the target, that is called as a TGT, rejected output demo 25 dot txt. So when I see the output, rejected output, I want to see the first line is column names. What I have to make it true. So let me go for the format section. When I open the rejected output file, I don't want to see any double quotes. I want to see in the none. Let me go for format, nothing. See, this is, I can't change it. Let me click the OK button. Let me save the job. Some changes happened means again you have to compile it. I have to run the job. Let me first compile it. If there is any errors are there. So compiled, there is no errors. Let me run the job now. There is a run button. How many records I have to get? 5 records. So my job is running. The source having 12 records. So valid records are 7, invalid records are 5. So let me open the rejected output file in the temp folder, right? So this is the rejected output, demo 25. So other than the DEPT number 10 records I want to see here, other than the DEPT number 10. Okay, so this is the one simple scenario, guys. Now let me explain one more scenario. Let me see. Assume that I have some source. I want to read this file in data stage. I want to read this file in data stage. I want to generate three outputs. First output, when I open the output one text file, output one.txt, I want to generate it. When I see output one, I want to see only DPT number 10 records. What are the records I want to see? DPT number equal to 10 records. When I open the output 2, I want to generate one more text file, output2.txt. When I open the output 2, I want to see only DPT number 20 records. Okay, so the rejected data, the remaining records I want to load output 3, or else you want to load only DPT number 30 records. That is called as the output3.txt file I want to generate it. So total how many outputs we are taking, team? Output 1, output 2, output 3. Total 3 outputs. First output, when I open the first output text file, I want to see DPT number 10 records. When I open the second output, I want to see only DPT number 20 records. When I open the output 3, I want to see that only DPT number 30 records. I don't want to see other records. Is the scenario is clear, team? Is the scenario is clear, everybody? What is the requirement? Is it clear? There is a one text file. My customer is given one text file. I want to read this text file. I want to generate the three text files. But while generating, I don't want to see all the records in the first output. I want to see, when I open the first output file, I want to get only DPT number 10 records. I wanted to get only DPT number 10 records. I don't want to see other records in the first output file. When I open the second output file, I want to get only DPT number 20 records. I don't want to see other records. When I open the third output, I want to see only DPT number 30 records. Is the requirement is clear, team? Any questions? Any questions, team? Any questions? Any doubts on the requirement? Any questions, team? Any doubts on the requirement side? Feel speak. Any questions, team? Requirement side? No, silent.
No,
Any questions? No, right?
no, sir.
Okay.
No.
Now let
No,
me
no.
how to implement this in data stage. We'll observe it, guys. Okay. So let me go for the data stage designer. I want to create a new job, right? Or else we can create here itself. Let me create new job. Nothing will happen. It will take 5 minutes, right? So let me go for the file new parallel job. So if I want to read the text file here, right? I want to read the text file. I want to read the text file. What is the stage I have to use, team? I want to read the text file. Read the text file. What is the stage I have to use it?
Sequential.
Sequential file stage. So I want to generate the text file also. We have to use sequential file stage. Another three outputs, right? Three sequential file stages I have to use it. So I want to write the condition, right? I want to write the condition means we have to use filter stage. Filter stage, it will support single input and n number of output and one reject. So mostly we'll take 128 outputs. Okay, so now let me do the development job. How to develop it, we'll see now. So let me go for the file section. There is a sequential file. This is for reading source. So now how many outputs you wanted? 3 outputs. Let me take 3 outputs. Between, I want to filter the data. I want to write the condition DPT number equal to 10. So for that case, in the processing, so this processing 10 stages, guys, maximum properly. If you learn 10 stages properly, 100% you will get job. No need to learn here around more than 20. You no need to learn it. Anyway, we'll teach all the stages, but if you learn perfectly 10 stages, 10 to 15 max, you will get job. IBM DataStage. It's very easy tool. Now let me take the filter stage. Let me take the filter stage here. Let me go for the general. Let me give the link. First I have to take the stages. After that we have to give the links between the stages. Let me go for the general. Let me give the link. Output link 1, output link 2. So let me click the link output link 3. So double click the sequential file stage, browse the file where the file is there. Where the file is there? This one, srcmp, right? Let me select the srcmp file. I want to read the srcmp file. That's why I have selected the srcmp file. Now, so first line, when I open the file, is there any header in this file? Yes or no? If the file is there,
Yes.
header. If header is there, what I have to do? What I have to do? When I open the file, first line is a header. If file is having header, we need to make as a true here. First line is a column names. I have to make as a true. Now let me go for the columns format section. So is there any codes are there in this file? Is there any codes? What is the delimiter in this file? This field
Comma.
delimiter is comma. Is there any codes in this file? Is there any codes in this file? No. Let
Comma.
me make as a none. Now let me go for the columns. There is a load button here, right? Load. We need to load it. Let me click the load button. We have already imported earlier, right? In the previous job. We can use it, but for learning purpose, I am explaining one more time how to import it. So right click the sequential file stage. For we need to import the table definition. How to import it means, so there is a sequential file. Text file means we have to go for the sequential file stage. Let me click the sequential file, select the browse the path. Which path that file is there? Source file. So let me select that path. Then it will display all the files. Now you want to import srcmp file. Let me select the srcmp file. Let me click the import button. So here delimiter is comma, right? So no need to change anything here. So first line is a column name. It is available, so that's why I'm selecting first record is a header record. That's why I'm selecting the checkbox. Now let me click the define button. Let me click the OK button. It's already there, that's why I'm clicking yes. If you imported one time, no need to re-import it for every time. Okay, so let me click the close button. So let me go for the source, select the srcmp file. Let me click the OK button. So let me go for the filter stage. So how many outputs you want to take? 3 outputs. Let me double click the filter stage. What is the first where condition? First output. What is the first where condition, team? What is the where condition of first class? First output?
DPT number is equal to 10.
DPT number equal to 10. How to define it? Okay. So here I have to write DPT number equal to 10. That is called as a first output, right? So if you're having first output link, I have to give 0, guys. First output link 0. Now let me click the predicates, click the where class, second output. What is the second output, team? DPT number equal to 20. So now output link I have to give 1, guys. Second output link I have to give 1. Now let me click the predicates. So another where class, third output. What is the third output, team? What is the third output? Can somebody tell me, guys?
DPT number equal to 30.
DEPT number equal to 30. So now what is the output link? Can somebody guess it? What is the output link will come? Third output link. What is the link will come? You guess it. First output 0, second output 1, third output, what is the output link will come? You guess it.
So,
Your guess is correct. Whatever you are telling.
I think
2.
2.
Very good. Okay. So output 2. Now let me go for the output section. So see, so this one you want rename it. Let me give this one, right click, rename. This is output 1. So this is the output 2. Let me rename it for understanding purpose. So this is the output link 3. So now let me double click the filter stage. Again, let me go for output. So first, so output 1. Let me select the columns, all the columns, drag into the output 1. So now let me, there is a drop down, another output, second output. We need to map, right? Select the all the columns from input to output side. So now third output also, let me go for the third output. So simply select all the columns, drag into the output. Let me click the OK button. Now let me double click the sequence cell file. Let me browse the target path where I have to generate the outputs. So let me go for the target folder. So let me give output 1.txt, right? So when I open the first line header, I want it. So that's why I am making as a true. Let me go for the format section. Codes, I will make as a none. Let me click the OK button. So now let me go for the second output. So browse the second output file name. You can give any name. I'm giving my own, that is called as output2.txt. So let me go for the first line. What I have to do when I open the header file, I want to see the header record. So now let me go for formats. I don't want any codes. Let me make as a none. Let me go for columns. Nothing we need to change it here. Let me click the OK button. We can't change also that one. So let me go for the output 3. Let me browse the output 3. Output 3.txt. Let me go for the first line is the column names true. Let me go for the format section. Let me go for the none. So header, we have made header, right? Perfect. Let me click the OK button. Let me save the job. Let me save it. So how to save? File and save. Control yes, or else there is a save button here. Let me click the save button. So where I have to save? So we need to save under the jobs section. Okay, you can create a multiple folders here. We'll discuss in the regular classes. So let me save in the Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So let me give the job name. So let me give demo 26. IBM DataStage. It is a filter, right? I'm giving filter. Let me save it. Now what I have to do? I have developed the job. All the properties are I have mentioned it. Now I need to first step compile it. How to compile it? There is a compile button here. So or else file, there is a compile. F7. File section in the file menu, there is a compile button. F7. Let me compile it. Or else you can simply click here compile button. Now I want to run the job. How to run it? There is a run button here, right? Or else where I have to go? File and run. Control F5. Control F5. Or else simply run button is there. Let me click the run. My job is running now. Source having 12 records. It is dividing into multiple files. One file having DEPT number 10, second file DEPT number 20, third file DEPT number 30. See, when I open the output, let me go for output section. So when I open output 1, what are the record I want to see? DEPT number 10 only. When I open the output 2, I want to see that only DEPT number 20. When I open output 3, what is the record I want to see, guys? Can somebody tell me? What are the records I want to see that? When I open the output 3, what are the records I will get it? Can somebody tell me, guys?
DAPT number is 30.
EPT number 30 records. Okay, so this is my requirement. My customer is giving one file. I am reading that. I am loading into somewhere as per the customer expected format, right? Okay, so this is one of the example. See, right side is going right. That is called as the output link. So 40 is not coming, right? That is called as a rejected data, right? That rejected data, I want to get another output file. What we have to do? We need to take the sequential file. We have to give the reject link. That's it. So let me take that one also. Let me finish it. The rejected file. Let me give general and link. What? So I want to get the rejected output. What I have to do? First, we need to convert into reject. Convert into reject. Okay. So now let me go for a filter stage. So what I have to do? You are taking the rejected output. What I have to do? I need to make as a true. Let me click the OK button. Let me define the output file. Rejected output file. So let me go for here. In the target only I will mention rejected data dot filter dot txt. So first line I want column names. First line I want column names. Let me go for the columns format section. I don't want any codes. I want to output as a comma only. So it will click OK button. So something happened, right? Some changes happened. What I have to do? We can save the job. We can compile it again. We need to run the job. So my job is running now. So let me go for the target section. This is the rejected output. What are the records other than the 10, 20, 30? Other than the 10, 20, 30 records, will get it. First output 10, second output 20, third output 30. So rejected output other than the 10, other than the 20, other than the 30 records. So it's only 40 records are there. I can get it. Okay, is it clear, team? Any questions on this scenario? So this is guys, this is Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited from Bangalore. We're going to real-time training. If anyone interested to learn from tomorrow onwards, regular classes. If anyone interested to learn, 9538160185. Okay, so reach out this number for more details. Okay, so the course fees we are telling for everyone same, guys, whichever that same. So you can pay in the 3 installments. We're not asking to one installment. That we're charging in the 3 installments. Okay, so if you can go through my website also, Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So you can get the website here. So this batch is going to start from data stage is going to start from today, right? So if you have any query, you can search in the Google also. You will get my office address, Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. Okay, so it is there in the Marathalli. So this is the number, contact number. Okay, let me stop it. Let me take doubts. Any questions?